Every 100 years, a flashpoint arises in the perpetual battle between good and evil. For a single moment, it becomes possible to tip the delicate balance of power and deliver a final victory to the forces of heroic good or eternal evil. For centuries, this evil was embodied by the greatest of the vampires, Count Dracula, and the myriad of creatures he controlled. In 1887, he was opposed by the legendary hunter Abraham Van Helsing and a small group of freedom fighters. In 1987, he was confronted by the Monster Squad. A pre-team paramilitary group, the Monster Squad began as a loose coalition between Sean Crenshaw, Patrick Rhodes, and Horace, last name unknown. The trio's early activities consisted mostly of drawing pictures of monsters, both from popular culture and their own original creations. This drew the ire and frustration of the local educational establishment, and led to the group's periodic persecution in the form of forced attention. The purpose of these drawings was both to familiarize the group with various monsters, and also to adorn the walls of the Monster Squad's headquarters. This was a ramshackle clubhouse constructed on the banks of local swampland, adeptly suited to performing reconnaissance on neighboring houses. The Monster Squad was originally very stringent in their recruitment standards, with an all-encompassing and discriminatory no girls policy that appeared mainly directed at Sean's younger sister, Phoebe. The arrival of Dracula and the forces of darkness in the area, however, would lead to the largest expansion in the Monster Squad's history. Faced with mounting evidence of monster activity in their area, the group admitted Rudy Holloran and promoted the much younger sibling, Eugene, from a junior associate to full member. Phoebe was also finally permitted entry, having befriended Frankenstein's monster and convinced him to betray Dracula. With this roster, the Monster Squad had acquired the personnel that would make it famous. Sean Crenshaw remained the group's ideological and spiritual leader, with an unparalleled understanding of a monster's strengths and weaknesses. Patrick was second in command, managing the day-to-day activities and freeing Sean to focus on planning the unit's next move. Horace was an enthusiastic, if often cowardly foot soldier, while Phoebe might be said to have acted as the group's soul. Rudy served as weapons officer, leveraging his access to shop class and archery ranges to acquire armaments and munitions. Eugene performed a more auxiliary role, attempting to contact local United States Army units and alert them to the threat posed by Dracula. This dynamic, while ultimately effective, was originally based on a misunderstanding of Miami Vice. The Monster Squad's successes were at first mixed. Though they obtained a magical amulet critical to Dracula's plans, it was mainly due to luck and a single advantageous guess as to the anatomy of werewolves. Dracula's retaliation saw the destruction of the group's headquarters. As the culmination of Dracula's plans approached, local law enforcement attempted to supplement the Monster Squad's efforts, but lacked the knowledge necessary to defeat supernatural creatures. Instead, a German concentration camp survivor, known colloquially to the group as Scary German Guy, would help translate the necessary spell to create a portal to Limbo. With the final intervention of Frankenstein's monster and a returned Abraham Van Helsing, Dracula's forces were banished, and the victory of evil prevented. The United States Army, having received Eugene's warning, arrived minutes too late to intervene in the final battle, but was presented with the Monster Squad's business card, cementing the group as the ultimate authority in monster hunting.
The Templin Institute investigates the nations, factions, and organizations of alternate worlds. If you've enjoyed this video and would like to join the Templin Institute, consider pledging to our Patreon page. Along with increased security access, you'll be able to vote in polls to determine future topics, get custom wallpaper every week, and receive some other exclusive rewards.